Spaghetti and mussels. It's one of those things that I always order at a restaurant, but don't cook enough at home. And I don't know why, because it is so easy to do and all these ingredients are readily available. So this is my spaghetti with mussels with loads of lemon and herbs. Okay, so we need to get our pasta on first because it's all going to come together really quickly. A big pot of water that's rapidly boiling. And like always, loads of salt. And that's what my friend Adam Swanson has taught me. You want it to be salty to season the pasta and in effect season the whole dish at the end. So I'm going to be using a thicker style spaghetti for this recipe. You could also use some fettuccine or linguine works a treat with our beautiful mussels. I'll add about half of that. And always just get your tongs just to separate it and let that cook. Now I'm going to cook this al dente, so I will take it out of the pan a few minutes before the instructed time because it's going to continue cooking in the delicious sauce. So I'm going to turn the heat onto a saute pan, and then while that's heating up, I'm just going to zest some lemons. This is a really zingy style recipe, so we need lots of lemon zest and lots of juice. So we'll just zest that straight onto a plate, because if you put on the board, we're going to lose a lot of the essential oils. We want to retain as much of that flavour as possible, so do it onto a plate. And we never add this to a dish at the beginning, always at the end. So we'll just grab a knife, cut these in half, and we want the juice of all of this lemon too. Okay, so we'll just use a juicer to get the juice out. Fantastic. So it seems like quite a lot, but trust me, it works with the brininess of those beautiful mussels that we're pairing it with. Okay, that's plenty. The next thing that we can prepare are the herbs. So a combination of parsley, and the parsley I'm just going to chop. You can use some of the stalks because there's loads of flavour in the stalks. Gather it together, squish it together, and then finally chop. And you can just use parsley, or you can make it extra fresh with a combination of parsley and mint. So I'm going to use a few mint leaves. And I usually don't use mint with mussels, but the other day I made this and it worked so well. So if you do have it, use it for this because it makes this dish extra special. Okay, and you just need a few sprigs. Again, we're going to gather those beautiful mint leaves, scrunch it up, and finally chop that. Great. All right, back over to our pan. It's warmed up nicely. We're using a combination of butter and olive oil. Whenever you're using butter, you do want to start with some olive oil because you don't want that butter to burn. And we want a good knob of butter. So you want about 3 tablespoons. In that goes. And just let that melt together. And we can add our garlic, 2 cloves of garlic that have been finely chopped, and then we can add our mussels immediately. Now these are gorgeous blue lip mussels. I know they're fresh because number one, they smell like the sea. When you just push them, they close. Look at that, see how that closes very easily? You know that they're alive and ready to go. So we'll pop them in. These have also been cleaned, so we've just de-beaded them and then scrubbed them. We'll coat them in the butter and lid on. And mussels, well, they tell you when they're ready. As soon as they just start to open, that's when I'm going to add our herbs, our lemon, and the pasta should be cooked just in time. All right, let's have a look at these mussels. The smell of butter, garlic and mussels is just the best thing. This is going to be even better now when we add the zest of the lemon. And you can see they're ready because they're just opening up, along with our lemon juice. Just pour that in. And our fresh herbs. Look at that. Cracked pepper. And I'm not adding any salt because we did season the water of the pasta and the mussels are salty enough. So for our pasta, it's cooked perfectly, al dente. We're just going to go directly into the pan, and you kind of want that thick style spaghetti for this because it does absorb all those beautiful flavours. And we'll just give that a toss And like my friend Adam Swanson says, the pasta master, always add some water. That starchy liquid really brings that sauce together. It thickens it up. It just ties everything together. Okay, get your tongs in there, toss that around. Before I add my mussels, let's get that pasta and straight into a nice bright bowl. Twirl that around. I like to just grab all these mussels. You can take them out if you like and toss it through the pasta. I find that fiddly. It's one of those fast dinners you want to do on a Friday night, and I love to just show them off because they look gorgeous in the shell. Just completely coat that in the mussels. And you see all that beautiful sauce down the bottom there? See all the parsley that's speckled in there? We want that. We want loads of it. So just drizzle that over the top. And that is a glorious dish. Minimal ingredients, quality ingredients. You can see dinner can be ready in 15 minutes and people would pay good money for that in a restaurant, so make it at home. Tastes better.